Say no to drugs, though, y'all.
Say no to drugs.
What up, brother?
Brother Malik,
Yes, sir.
man, we over here doing this interview with young Suge Jr.
Oh, okay. You black.
So we just want to, you know what? I was like, you calling me, man. I'm over here doing this interview. You got any questions or something to ask this brother? Because you know you really good with questions.
Oh, snap. Let me get
Can you say it again, beloved?
I said, I'm over here with Suge. We're doing an interview, man. You know, you got some good questions, or is there anything you want to know from Suge about his family, about himself? Is there anything that you would like to ask that the world can want to know
I'd
too?
like to know what would he do differently if he ran death row today?
What would I do differently if I ran Death Row today?
Yeah.
That's a great question,
No,
Brother
now
Malik.
say it to the camera. How would you run it with your generation?
Or my generation. Well, we'll be adapting. So we'll be having rappers and we'll be having AI chats, to connect with everybody because it's such a larger database of, interacting with people. I think I would just be strategically just going straight on like whatever is there. I would depend on the rapper's core base. Like if I got a ratchet rapper, okay, focus on your ratchet fans and all that, and then we go on ratchet movies. And if it's like a artist, a singer, that their fan base, I'll focus on that. Since music is differently today, man, I think the only bag for real is kind of I'm gonna take a little piece out of my pop stuff is focused back on them soundtracks. I think soundtracks is back where it's at. So
Yeah, he should be big on that.
yeah, so I think that's a good lane. Cause other than
He
that,
had that
dude,
on
it's
lock. He
like
should be big on that.
yeah, cause the politics to get on the radio is crazy. So I would just focus on soundtracks so people will just be, because a lot of people are at home watching Netflix movies or Hulu. So we'll just try to just do all those and then just get those syncs. That's
Do
how
you remember?
I run it a little differently.
Do you remember? Do you remember when your dad signed a district attorney's daughter to a label to a deal?
I'm not too sure about all that, but I'm pretty sure he did do that.
Yeah, he did. He signed a Longo. Longo was the attorney. Longo was the district attorney back in the days, and he signed Snoop. One of them dudes had a case, Tupac or something. So Suge, smart ass, he signed the dude's daughter to a record deal. Longo was the district attorney. That's how smart he was, and all them cases started going away. Ask your dad if you think I'm making that up.
Yeah, nah. I mean, shit. He made songs. He did songs for Dion, who's got the money. So I'm pretty sure he did a lot of great things like that.
Yeah,
So
but strategically to
strategic.
beat some of them goofies cases, he signed the DA's daughter, and the DA you couldn't fuck with him no more.
Yeah. I mean, that's how you got to play them courts. I got to play life. So
Yeah,
when you running like that, you could just do that. So today's era, you would just be signing influencers. It would be more to go into some influencers and shit like that. So, like that would be the play. The
Let me ask you another
streamers.
question. Maybe you can answer it on air. But what are the challenges that you have being Suge's son
Say it one more time about being Suge's son.
in your own line of expertise?
Ask him the
Like if
question
you want
again.
to be a doctor or school, or what has been some of the challenges? Just because all the things that they saying about your dad is not bad. That's just the suckers that
Yeah,
led their
nah,
life.
it's dealing with it's different stages. To answer your question, is knowing is doing your own thing without everybody thinking that you're trying to mimic him. So like my love for music and all that is differently than for his love for music in the music business. So it's like I always got to deal with like people just comparing it or thinking that I'm trying to walk in his footsteps when I'm not doing that at all. So that's the only like real challenge. Other than that, it's no different than everybody else. So that's pretty much it.
Now let me ask you something, Malik. What are some because you've been in the trenches. You were with Snoop Dogg during the court his court hearing. You've been
Wow.
around these streets. You've been around Suge probably directly, indirectly. And there's a lot of, I think there's a misrepresentation of Suge on the positive note. Is there what are some things that a lot of people wouldn't know, maybe his son or even the viewers wouldn't know about Suge that he did for the culture and
I'm gonna tell you
for our
what he
people?
did do. I'm gonna tell you what he did do, because that was my next statement to him about his dad's positive shit. A lot of niggas he gave jobs to, we all know that. A lot of niggas he got out of jail and stuff like that. But he used to throw the Mother's Day events for the mothers of murdered children.
Yeah.
And they used to be big, big dinners, and he get their hair done and throw out some bread. You know, he was real big on respecting females, sort of say. Although contrary to popular belief, they think he was a big dude on the female. That dude didn't really play with females, and he can't stand snitches. That's one thing about him. He can't stand a rat, man. But the
Yeah.
positive thing, he can't stand a rat. But the positive thing is, that brother used to pay a lot of people. I told you, he gave me that 500 time my rent was due.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If you catch him, and especially if you catch him and call him Simon, you really on. I said, catch Suge, Simon says, that nigga gonna break you off. That was the secret shit. He didn't know Suge, you didn't know. He gonna be whooping your ass. He yell, Simon, stop. You know, that nigga played Simon Says as a kid. He played that shit seriously.
Funny as hell. He's funny.
That nigga Simon get one of them Cubans, catching one of them Cuban cigars in his mouth, and call that nigga Simon, you finna get a check.
Oh, that part.
Hell yeah, fucking with Suge. That nigga can hide them cigars. That's the last thing they had when they bust him, that cigar. But once before, though, I tried to put Pops on a little bit because he didn't move with that death row like he was moving because of them suckers. So I took him to my billionaire buddy, Alki David. And him and Cat Williams was down there. And then Cat Williams, this broad that was a wild photographer, blue style, she asked me, did she take pictures of Cat Williams and Suge Knight? I said, bitch, don't ask me no shit like this. You got to ask them niggas. So she went and took her ass and took the pictures anyhow, and then tried to do Cat Williams whooped her ass and Suge and them chased her or something. And then she tried to say that Malik told her she can take the pictures. Bitch, I'm not their publicist. And I don't play with them niggas like that. And he whooped her motherfucking ass in Beverly Hills. Yeah.
He said, bitch, I ain't they publicist.
That's what I told him. I said, bitch, I ain't they pump just like that. Cat Williams had some holes in the car with an SUV, but the SUV had a petition in the middle with him in the back, like a limo petition.
Wow. I remember that. They both went to jail that day, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was that day. And then Cat Williams' lawyer called me. Was like, man, can you look out for cats that come to court? I thought it was a prank call. I said, man, I said, man, Cat Williams. I said, man, tell that nigga tell that nigga, man, I take my wife on $40,000 dates, man.
Well, there it is. Malik was there. So you brought them to Alki David's office.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
All right, I remember that. Because I remember that was in Beverly Hills, right there at his office.
Yes, sir. I ain't got a lot of kids.
I already know.
Respect.
That's like a nigga saying, Lil Suge got a lot of kicking about how many lobsters he done had and steaks and big mini bikes and toys and shit. He ain't got a lot of kicking. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
That nigga daddy made $420+ million. Oh, and for the record, I don't give a fuck what nail nigga breathe and say. Suge Knight ain't broke.
Oh, we all do that type of shit. Yeah. So
Don't you fool yourself. Don't you think for 1 second that man ain't got no bread stacked. Don't you fool yourself. He too smart.
yeah, we know that part. That's
That
I
nigga
ain't
made
gonna lie.
$400+ million motherfucking dollars. Once them niggas get out of his pockets, cause too many niggas in his pocket begging and lying.
Yeah. That's how that shit do work.
Don't you fool yourself, little shit. It might be a little somewhere for you, pimpin'.
All right, tripping. Nah, I'm good. But yeah, I appreciate that. He good. I know he got his breasts put up. But yeah.
Hey, well, I was gonna say too, one last thing to Lil Suge. You know, let's erase everybody's perception of your father for a second. And I'm gonna use your father because you're here. Overall, man, he is a great man, and he is the baddest producer that has ever walked the earth when it comes to this rap shit. It's just that simple. And when you're the best, you're the most hated. It's just that simple.
Yeah. That's how it be. Even the Four Seasons still get bad reviews. People still go. So
Come on, man. I was at the Four Seasons with your father before.
yeah, I believe that.
It's only a couple of people that ever stayed in the Four Seasons that long. It was Larry Flint and Suge Knight that ever was real residents that long at the motherfucking Four Seasons. Suge, I believe, used to live at the Four Seasons at one time. He stayed there, so I want you to thought he lived there.
Yeah, that was him. You do shit like that.
That was his spot. That nigga stayed there when he was so-called broke. He ain't going no less than
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, bro.
That much I do not tell them niggas. That nigga, he don't give a fuck if he in the middle of the desert. You better build a Four Seasons.
On me. On me.
He's not gonna stay nowhere less than that, bro.
Yeah.
But let me say this. I gotta push my wife. I always say that. But one time I asked Suge, I said, Suge. I said, man, because I really wanted to know. I was like, man, what was it like having all that bread and the private jets and being able to count all that money and shit, man? And he looked at me like, you po-ass nigga, why you asking some questions like that? You will never know.
Damn.
I was serious, though. Like, how does it feel to sit in front of 8, 9, 10 million cash, nigga, call shots? How that shit feel? Like, where's some of the spots you used to go, nigga? I was curious. Like, what did you see? That's why your dad loved my black ass, because I wasn't scared of him. I don't fear nothing but Allah. And I tried to help put him on through Alki again. That's what I did, dude.
Yep.
That's real.
I did. Ask him. And did you ask him about that Wi-Fi?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tell him.
What do you say?
No, tell him now.
What about the
Dad was
Wi-Fi?
the first one to put Wi-Fi in the court building.
What?
To have his trial.
Hold on, you said he was the first?
Wi-Fi.
He was the first one he put Wi-Fi in the court buildings?
210 Temple Street didn't have internet access. And they didn't have Wi-Fi. Where they can go to laptops and all that other shit. Your dad had that shit installed in the courtroom Snoop was going to, nigga. I sat right there and watched it. We didn't even know what Wi-Fi the fuck was.
Got a real person with a real testimony. Suge Knight put Wi-Fi in the courtrooms.
L.A. courthouse.
L.A. courthouse. Wow.
I seen him talking to David Kenner. He understood what the fuck that nigga was talking about. And nobody knew what the fuck Wi-Fi was.
Damn.
Wow.
Another great thing that Suge Knight has done.
Because Snoop had that lawyer, David Kenner. David Kenner had a white broad and another honky with him, but they had them law clerks with them, them old Harvard-looking motherfuckers. And they had to put their laptop together in the courtroom at that time. Nigga did not have Wi-Fi. And Suge had this, and he paid for it.
Wow.
Ask him.
Definitely got to ask that one. That's just crazy. Thank you so much, brother Malik.
Man, he could be like, I forgot. I sat there and watched him. I could still see him talking to David Kenner in the hallway. Then I could see him going in the court, and they was explaining what they was going to put the laptops and all that shit on the desk to get that Wi-Fi installed in that room because they didn't have it, bro.
Dang. That's crazy.
Now, ask him when you talk to him about that. Ask him.
Will do. He gonna tell me about it. That's crazy.
He gonna tell you the truth.
Yeah.
That's how they was sitting there with them laptops fighting that case with Snoop, stupid ass.
So there's no reason for him to be sitting in jail for this long anyway. Damn.
Come on, man. That man ain't supposed to went to jail, period, man.
Period,
yeah. Liability insurance for it, man, to cover that LLC. That man was the master wanted the masters. It's like the master wanted the masters from Prince, the master wanted the masters from James Brown, the master wanted the masters from Michael Jackson, and your father was one of them type of niggas that didn't budge, and he wasn't even supposed to be in a rap game. He's an athlete.
That part.
I think he got two cousins that was athletes, two big old dudes live in Compton.
Mm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
They still around?
I think so. I know either the twin brothers or something like
Yeah, they
that.
went to UNLV with him.
Yeah, yeah. I know you talk about.
Now, them niggas is some gangsters.
Yeah, that
Them your
part.
dad's real folks right there.
Yeah, I know you talking
Them
about.
niggas, they got the biggest mansion in Compton. The only mansion in Compton. How about that?
Yeah.
Am I making this shit up, little shit?
Nah, you talking the facts, man.
Shit, nigga, I got 2 kids from Hub City. You can't tell me shit. And they from LAPD officer. You can't tell me a motherfucker. Like, nothing.
That's crazy.
Well, shit, man.
Thank you for blessing us today, Brody. That was real.
Yeah, man. And then when you really want to shake them niggas up, turn Muslim.
That part.
That part.
Shake their mother, because your dad gonna come home Muslim. Guaranteed they get money back. Yeah, one. He respects the Muslims. Dude don't play fake religion. He just believes in God. He don't do fake religion. But
Yeah.
Suge ain't never not believed in God. You can't take that from him.
Yep. Yep.
You can't take that from him because he know what his purpose. His purpose was to serve Allah, get this message out, utilize Tupac's motherfucking talent, and change the trajectory of the whole planet. That's what he did do.
Yep.
Dear mama, nigga, fuck all that.
Word.
Thank you, Malik.
Thank you, brother.
We appreciate you.
If Suge would have kept that boot up them niggas' ass and went on the gas, we'd have never got that good ass music. Man, get the fuck out of here. Stop it. Later.
Thank you, brother.
Shout out to the peacemakers.
Yes, sir. So yeah.
Man, that was a lot. That was dope. Okay. Wild Moguls right here.
Well, I like Malik because he's a very energetic brother, and he has he's older, so he has a good perspective, and he's been a journalist for like 30 years. Like,
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He worked for TMZ. He worked for the Sentinel. He's done.
Word.
He had a show on A&E called Peacemakers. So.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
incredible. Okay. Shout out to peacemakers. Man.
Yeah,
Shout out to Malik.
Malik, yeah.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. That was real.